What if Jira looked and felt a little bit more like Excel? What if you can manage all of your projects in a single but yet familiar view? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use open source consulting's flexible table, and I'm going to show you how you can manage a multi-space project using flexible table in a view that is very familiar to you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's jump in. Jira is an amazing project management tool, but many traditional project managers don't think the same thing. It's not intuitive, it's not easy, it's too much, it's overwhelming. Jira does have a few limitations that make it not feel like the best version of a project management tool that traditional project managers want. But more importantly, most traditional project managers just want Jira to kind of behave and look like Excel because that's where they like to work out of. But what if we could make Jira look and feel more like Excel? What if we had a little bit more of that power and reduce those limitations of Jira? So let me show you how we can use this flexible table to deliver on just that promise. And before we get started, make sure you use that link down in the description to start your free trial to flexible apps by my good friends over at Open Source Consulting. Let's jump in. All right, so here we are inside of Jira. You're gonna go over to your apps and expand apps. And once you've installed it, again, using that link down below, you're gonna be able to go to flexible table. Once you're inside of flexible table, you're going to have two options. We can either create a table the long way, which is what I'm gonna show you, or you can create a table using the power of AI. Now make sure you stick around for the entire video because I'm gonna show you how to do it with AI as soon as I finish going over all the details using the long way. So simply click on that create table button, give it a name. And so this is gonna be my super awesome project 2. Select a start date, select an end date. I'm gonna go until June 30th. And then this is where the fun begins. You're gonna start picking out the scope. So these are gonna be the spaces that are gonna contain the work items that you wanna track as a project manager. Now you can keep things simple, right? You can do either space, filter, or JQL, but to keep things simple, you just simply come over and find a space that has data. And so this is one. But in a more real world scenario, your project managers are dealing with work that's being tracked across multiple spaces. And this is one of the coolest features of Flexible Table in that it truly is indeed flexible. You can pull in work from other spaces. So I'm just gonna go ahead in here and just bring in a couple of other items that are just part of this particular instance of Jira that I'm in. Now, obviously you would be pulling in whatever work is in spaces that are relevant to you. So I'm just gonna pull in a couple of spaces just so you can see how easy and intuitive it is to just pull in work from different spaces. Once you have that all set up, click on save, and then this table is gonna be created. Now going to apps and flexible tables, one way to get to the table, you can always go into a space. You can go into that board view of that space, and under more, you're going to be able to expand that and go to table. And this will also take you into the tables. But just know that this is going to take you into a specific table versus going under apps. This is just going to take you into the main landing page so you can see all the tables that are available, not just the ones to a specific space. All right, now we can click into that table and I'm going to show you all the cool things that you can do inside of this table. First of all, we have the hierarchy view. This right here is what really starts differentiating Flexible Table from Excel. Because in Excel, we have a very flat list. Now, don't get me wrong, we can always just click on this button over here that says view hierarchy and make it flat list as well. But the benefit is that we can see that parent-child relationship across the stories and their epics and whatnot. So this is a powerful view. Just like with Excel, we can come to the plus button over here and we can add any column that we want. So as long as the column exists, we can essentially bring it in. So I'm gonna bring in like attachments, my components, the description. I'm gonna talk about that in just a second. But any field that's available here, you can pull in. Also, some fields have a very special icon, and these are flexible table only fields. We'll talk about those more in just a second as well. But essentially go and add any list of fields that you want, pull them in, and once they're inside of your table, you can reorder them. So you can just move your fields around. You can sort by them. You can sort by any other field. We're gonna talk about sorting in just a second as well. But as you can see, you can build your table with all the columns that you want, with all the rows that you want, and then we're going to be able to start being very productive with this application. Now, I do want to take a second here to talk about the description field because this use case here is very, very important. Inside of Jira today, most project managers want to provide a status update. They don't necessarily want to update the status, right? They don't want to go from like in progress to review or from in progress to done. They don't want to move through the workflow. They just want to be able to status the work item, right? They want to say, hey, we're blocked, or yesterday we did XYZ, today we're going to do ABC, right? They just want to be able to provide an update on where this particular work item is. Well, in a traditional Jira view, whether you're using the plans, which is part of the premium and enterprise, or whether you're using the list view inside of Jira, you cannot surface any text that's either in the comments or in paragraphs. It has to be the short text field boxes. However, most project managers want to update they want to write like a little mini novel, if you will, right? They're very detail oriented. They want to be able to provide that information. And this caught my eye, right? This just caught my attention because flexible table, you can pull in your description. And I'm assuming that if I were to have a notes custom field that is of the type paragraph, I can pull that in as well and just simply show it here. But what's the value, right? Well, the value is that I can go to any work item. I'm going to open up this work item all the way at the bottom, and I'm going to go to the description, and I'm going to go, this is a very, 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 very long description. Right? I'm just going to do that and click on save. Now in Jira, I would not be able to see this, right? I cannot surface a description field at all. But once you have your long description, as you can see, I can hover into it and it's going to show me my very long description, right? And so that's very powerful, folks. The fact that you can pull in this context, right? This very big paragraph field into this view, I can guarantee you every project manager out there is just jumping with glee because that is such a cool and powerful view. Now, that is not all the fun that we can do here. To the left of this hierarchy button that we talked about earlier, we have the sum button. And so here we can click on the sum button and you can see very subtly towards the bottom, you gotta kind of be a little bit careful, right? Because it's very subtle. It's going to show us that it's going to summarize basically all the columns for us. So if you have number fields, that's going to give you a summary view of maybe like your story points and things of that nature. But this is basically going to summarize everything going down the columns. So here we can see all the different assignees that are grouped together. We can see all the different spaces. This is really cool. We can see the breakdown and the decomposition of the different statuses. So we can see that 39% of our work is in a to-do status, 28% of it is in a in progress status, and 33% of the work is in a done status. I'm putting air quotes because these are status categories, not the actual status names themselves. Across the date, we can see the farthest left date and the farthest right date, and we get that whole range. So this is a really neat view. And we can see the total number of high items. We can see the total number of medium items for a grand total of 18 work items. So this summary view, again, very, very powerful. And again, if you had story points or some other number field, it would give you a summation from that perspective as well, which again, not something that Jira can do natively. So if you're trying to track like your hours or how many story points roll up to an epic or to an initiative, you're not gonna be able to do that out of the box, but you definitely can here within Flexible Table. Now, let's talk about grouping the work, because this is essentially what's gonna start making this application feel even more like Excel. And so just like with Excel, we can group by the assignee. We can change the color of it, right? So maybe we wanna do orange, but we don't have to stop there. We can keep adding. So maybe we wanna do status as well. And maybe we wanna do priority, right? Maybe we wanna do the priority, and then maybe we wanna do the due date. So you can set different colors, but as you can see, you can group all this information whatever way you want, right? And you can keep going, right? So maybe you want to do the type. So maybe we just want to see stories, right? So maybe you're trying to create a view that is grouped by all these fields and just the stories. And then we can save it, right? So we can save it either as a current view or as a completely new view. If we save it as a new view, we can say, hey, this is the grouped by status, assignee, priority, due date, stories only. We can set it as a default so that when somebody else comes to visit our flexible table, they're going to see this as the default view. And then we can control who's going to be able to edit it, whether anybody can edit it or just you. Once you're done, we can add a description, click on save, and this is now a view. And what's powerful here is that we can create views for different use cases. Using the exact same table, we can eliminate the need for somebody else, like maybe your QA engineers. They don't have to go and make their own QA dedicated table that could contain potentially different data. This is going to allow us to govern this, right? This is going to allow us to work out of one single table. We're going to be able to create different views, whether we need a project manager view, a stakeholder view, a developer only view, a QA only view. We can group and match the data however we want. We can sort it, we can filter it, we can do whatever configurations we want. We can organize those columns, sort the columns that you want, right? add extra columns to one view, maybe remove them from a different view, right? But our PMs, they're going to be able to create those milestone timeline focused views. Our QA teams are going to be able to create that testing status with blocked issue view. Our team leads are going to be able to see maybe their workload and team-based views. And then individual contributors are just going to see the work that's assigned to them. So as you can see, we can configure this single table with a multitude of different views to enable different stakeholders to use the table in different ways that are relevant and important for them. You can always manage your views over here and delete any views that you don't care for. So there's a couple of settings here that make this a little bit easier. Now, on the topic of views, we can also change over to the timeline view. This is going to allow us to visually see those start and due dates. And so this is going to be great if you want to see a table view plus a Gantt view that's a little bit more traditional project management for all your project managers out there as well. Now, one more thing that I want to show you here before we go out and talk about the AI view is that you can also add work from this particular table. Now, I am going to have to go to a different table that I have this permission in. So I'm going to come over here. You're going to see that on the left-hand side corner, as long as you have the create permission for those spaces. I ran into a little bit of trouble because I pulled in so many spaces that in one of those spaces, at least one of those spaces, I don't have that create permission. So just make sure that you do have the create permission if you're going to want to use this feature. But you click on the add item, you then pick the work type that you want. I'm just going to create another story. And then you just populate it like you would any other Jira story. So this is story 2. And then you simply fill out any required field and then just hit create. And then that work item is then going to show up in your table view. So it's very easy, very intuitive to add even more work. Now, if we make our way back to the super awesome project 2, the last thing that I'll tell you is that you can also share these tables with people. So you can copy a link, you can export as an Excel or a CSV. There's a way to get help. So that allows you to ask and get a hold of open source consulting, get a little bit of guidance from them, or take a look at their app guide, or maybe even reference this video. And then we have a couple of other apps that they make, so you can see if any other apps that they make are helpful for you. And now that I've shown you how to do this the long way, let me show you what you can do with the power of AI. And now finally, we're gonna make our way over to Ask AI, which you can trigger from either here, the Ask AI button, or we can click on the AI button in the navigation bar over here. There's 3 main use cases that we can do here. We're gonna be able to create tables using AI. We're going to be able to do some of the configurations using AI, and we're also gonna be able to get help from AI on how to use the application itself, which is really interesting, not something that I've seen before. So let's start from the right. We're gonna work our way left. Help using the table. So here, I can simply ask it very simple things like, how do I filter items in the table? How can I sort the columns? What is this grouping? How do I use it? So think again as this is help for not reading the data, which we're going to talk about next, but rather how do we use the application itself, flexible tables. And so I can just simply either type something in here, or I can pick from one of these suggested items. So I'm going to say, how do I filter items in the table? It's going to do its thing. It's going to think for a second, and then it's going to give me some information, and it's going to give me some related articles if I want to go do a little bit more research. Now this is cool, but let's look at that second scenario. So I'm going to start a new chat over here on the right-hand side. And this time I'm going to go to table view management. And here I'm going to select the table. And so this is going to be my flexible table, super awesome project 2 that we've been using. And now from here, I'm going to ask it questions, right? So we're inside the table. And essentially what I want to do is I want to add a field. Now I could, if you remember from earlier, I could go in here, find a field like the reporter, but that's no fun, right? I want to go ask AI, and I'm going to simply ask it from here. Can you add the reporter field into this table? Hit enter. And it's going to go and think a little bit as well. And once it does its thinking, it's going to say, hey, this has been applied. And you're going to see a progress bar that just went across the screen. And once I close out of the chat here and I scroll to the right-hand side, you're going to see that the reporter is now in here. And so that is the second scenario on how to use flexible table. And the last and final scenario is going to help us actually create tables. So this would be early on in your process. And so this time we're going to go to Ask AI on the left-hand side, and we're going to create a table. And here I am going to basically tell it what kind of data I want to see in the table, because you don't always know where your work is at, especially if you don't bother yourself with learning all the details of all the structure of Jira. You can just simply ask it what you're looking for. Okay, you're going to say, create a table using the selected spaces. You're going to be able to select your spaces here. So I'm going to pick a couple of spaces here. All right, you're going to want to essentially tell it what you want and then tell it, go create your table. And then it's going to go off and it's going to create the table, right? It's going to give us some information here and then say start working, right? And then just seconds, we now have a new table that is going to be created for us. So I can go to the tables view over here. And you're going to see that I have a brand new flexible table that was created just June 4th. This is the day of today's recording. We can go in there and now we can do all the updates that we want to do, right? We can rename the table, we can pull in other data, we can do everything else that I've shown you in this video. And of course, we can go back to Ask AI and I can ask it things like change the hierarchy, add or remove fields, adjust the groupings, or I can even tell it to reorganize the table for a different report. That way, if you ever want to make any configuration changes to the tables, you can always interact with AI and it's going to help you with the grouping, the filtering, all the fields and everything else. So that's a really cool feature. And for those of you using Rovo, an app agent supporting all of these features is soon going to be made available for Rovo. So to wrap things up, if you want to bring clarity, structure, and true cross-project visibility into Jira, then Flexible Table gives you the power of spreadsheets without sacrificing the strength of Atlassian. Start managing delivery through a single intuitive view that helps teams collaborate faster, report more effectively, and stay aligned across every project. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, use that link down below to get started with Flexible Table, and I'll see you in the next video.